In this chapter, we'll go through the block quotes elements, the queue elements, the arrow elements, the address elements, the site elements, and the BDO HTML elements. The HTML block quotes element defines a section that is quoted from another source. Browsers usually indent block quotes elements. Run the following code on your editor. The HTML queue tag defines a short quotation. Browsers normally insert quotation marks around the quotation. The HTML abbreviation tag defines an abbreviation or an acronym like HTML, CSS, Mr. Title, Dr. Title, ASAP, as soon as possible, ATM, Automated Teller Machine. Marking abbreviations can give useful information to browsers, translation systems, and search engines. This is an example. The abbreviation tag was used to wrap WHO in this example. And so, inside the abbreviation tag, you can see that the title attribute is added and a value is assigned to it. So if you run this particular code in your browser and you mouse over the WHO, you will see the full meaning of WHO. The HTML address tag defines the contact information for the author or owner of a document or an article. The contact information can be an email address, a URL, a physical address, a phone number, a social media handle, and so on. The text in the address elements usually renders in italic, and browsers will always add a line break before and after the address elements. This is an example. You can type this out in your code editor and run it to see it in action. The HTML site tag defines the title of a creative work, e.g., a book, a poem, a song, a movie, a painting, or a sculpture, and so on. The text in the site element usually renders in italic. This is an example. What we're going to be looking at next is the HTML bidirectional override. BDO stands for bidirectional override. The HTML BDO tag is used to override the current text direction. In this example, the text to be written from left to right. So, in the BDO tag, you add a dir attribute and set the value to RTL. RTL means right to left. So if you run this particular code in your browser, the direction of the text is going to be changed from right to left. Run the following code in your code editor. HTML comments. HTML comments, though, are not displayed in the browser, but they can help document your HTML source code. You can add comments to your HTML source by using the following syntax. Use the following syntax to add comments to your HTML source. So you begin with this angular bracket, followed by an exclamation mark, double dash, then you write your comments in between, and then followed by double dash and the closing angular brackets. Notice that there is an exclamation mark in the start tag, but not in the end tag. With comments, you can place notifications and reminders in your HTML code. These are examples of HTML comments. Comments are also great for debugging HTML because you can comment out HTML lines of code one at a time to search for errors.